Welcome to This Is Fine, where we try to bridge the generational gap, mainly millennials and Gen Z, but we'll talk about that
Dang,
later.
called out. We have a little Q&A session where people have submitted questions that they want to know about a 16-year-old.
And this is the icebreakers, right? This isn't like the serious stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question number 1. What do you think of schools or teaching techniques? For example, here in Spain, shout out to Spain, they teach us everything except things like how to buy a house or car, etc.
Okay. They should be teaching important stuff like how to build a house, how to finance, how to buy a car, how to deal with credit.
So you agree that the U.S.
yes.
doesn't teach those things like Spain?
I mean, we have finance classes. I haven't had one yet, but they're not teaching like the important stuff that like it's just basic. Yeah, go to college, take out the loan to go to college, then you have to pay it off monthly.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life.
But not taxes, not paying rent.
Yeah, they don't teach you how to do that.
So basically the US education system sucks, just like Spain.
I don't think it is I don't think it's terrible, but it's not
But it's not teaching
it's not ideal. We've had the same school model for like forever.
Next question.
Uh-huh. What
are your pet peeves parents or older people do?
Okay. You know this. You've seen me get annoyed at this.
Yes.
When people answer the phone in public and they have like a full-on conversation.
Yeah.
Especially people that do it on speaker. Like that's just rude. Like don't do that. Go to your car. It's so rude. Never.
So you're like, just don't do it. What if you're in the car with somebody?
If I'm in the car with somebody.
And they answer the phone and it's like on speaker and you have to hear the whole conversation in the car.
That's not as bad because if I'm in the car with somebody, I am acquainted with them enough that the conversation's probably going to be interesting.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear about like Joe's best friend Barbara. Like I don't need to hear that.
Pet peeves that Nick does, because it says parents.
Pet peeves that Nick does.
Does Nick and I?
Oh, when we're having like a discussion or a conversation, he has to get through his whole thing before you say anything else.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes.
And that's like a thing that he does, but like for me, I'll think of something to say.
And it's gone by the time he's
And it's gone by the time that he's done. So I'm like screwed over.
Yeah, by the time he takes a breath.
By the time he takes a breath, I've forgotten about everything he said.
Yeah.
Well, not everything he said, but like the point that I had to make.
Same. Okay. What about me?
You? I don't know. There's not a lot.
Oh, you do know.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. You make 2 cups of coffee a day and you only drink like half of one. No. I have found full cups of coffee just laying around the house all the time. And it's like, why do you even make coffee if you're not going to drink it?
You know, it's like a treat throughout the whole day.
To just leave it around? You think that's the treat?
No, like for one, I'm busy and I'll forget about it. Straight up will forget. Like if I have my coffee up in the bathroom and I'm getting ready, my hands are busy, I'm getting ready, doing makeup, hair. Coffee is still sitting there. Addie cries, I just leave and I forget my coffee in the bathroom. Then I'm like, where's my coffee?
And then you go make another one.
No, I heat it up throughout the day. That's the thing.
Yeah,
so when you guys throw them away and dump it all down the sink, there goes my chance at coffee. I have to wait.
If you don't want it to get chucked, put it somewhere where we won't see it, like inside the microwave. So that way, when you need it again, you can just press the button and then it's done. Instead of having to go find it.
Then I'll forget, and then I'll be searching the whole house for it. Other moms out there, you know what I'm talking about, okay?
No, you shouldn't. It's crazy.
Okay, next question. You ready?
No.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, no, I do not.
You don't have a boo?
No, I do not. I used to. But
As of when? How long have you been single? Give us like your little timeline here.
Beginning of September. 7 months.
Are you looking for a girlfriend?
I'm not looking for anything. I'm not like searching.
But you're open to it.
I mean, if you just find a pot of gold, it's not like going to be like, well, I wasn't searching for that. So, gotta leave it there.
Got it. So open, but not searching.
Yeah.
What does Rizz mean?
Oh, God. I'm probably going to get this wrong. I'm not the person to ask about young people lingo.
Don't worry, I have an Adrian fact checker.
Because okay. I think that Rizz means like charisma. Gift of the gab. It's gift of the gab.
Gift of the gab.
Yeah, explain gift of the gab.
Okay, so we like watching the show called
Too hot to handle.
Too hot to handle, thank you.
Yep.
And a lot of like UK people go on the show, and it's a common phrase to say gift of the gab, like, oh, I only like people that have got a good gab, got good gift of the gab, like they're really good at chatting up.
Yep. Okay.
So it's like flirting.
Yeah, it's flirting.
That accent was cringe. Next question. If you could stop time, what would you do?
You ever been in an argument with somebody and you didn't have a comeback in the moment, but then later you thought of one? What I would do is I would pause time long enough to think about something. I'd have the advantage.
That seems very small, though. Like, you've literally
If I could freeze time, like, freezing time is, it's a cool superpower, but it's like, if you freeze time, no one's moving.
No, so you're all alone.
So it's like it's like everybody else is dead, and they're just standing there. Yeah, so it's like, it's pointless.
Oh, okay. Let the people know, what is trending on social media? What new apps are the young folks on?
Still TikTok.
Tickety ticks. Okay. You're not on like X.
No, that's
Snapchat.
That's Snapchat. It has been there for a long time.
Okay.
But yeah, it's.
But for us older folks, Snapchat was like a phase.
I don't think anybody like actually posts anything on Snap. It's mainly just to like send pictures to your friends.
Communication.
Like, yeah, you know yeah.
So TikTok is the main one. Next question.
Okay.
What do you call dating these days?
Dating?
So there's not like going steady.
No. I mean, you can say they're together, but I think I think that's always been a thing.
Okay, what would you say to your younger self?
Oy. If I could say anything to my younger self, I would probably tell him how everything's gonna like turn out. That everything's gonna
like spoiler alert.
Like spoiler. It's all gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the age like details, like, oh, when you turn like 8, this is what's gonna happen, or when you're 13.
Younger self, I would probably. When did I move out of my old house?
Vera.
Yeah.
20.
I probably wouldn't go back
18?
earlier than that. Like that would be when.
Okay, so once you move out of the house into the apartments, you'd be like,
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. This is how it's all gonna play out.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's what I would do.
Would little self be like, or relieved? You know what I mean? Like sometimes when you know things beforehand,
if I know
like
something, if I know that something is gonna happen, it makes it easier for me.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I'm a preparer.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even like prepare. I only prepare like mentally. It's like, okay, if I know this is gonna happen, it's like, it'll be fine.
Okay, so while we're here, why don't you just summarize for the people?
What I would say?
Give the people what they're wanting.
Yeah,
to
we
know.
keep getting questions about how she's related to me or like how she's in my life.
Yeah.
Her and Nick. Like today, someone thought that I was
like,
Nick's kid.
Yeah, that was the best one. That was my favorite one so far.
That's funny.
So, what did she say? It was something like, oh, I just assumed that he was from your husband's first marriage. Like he was your husband's son.
I think that's the most outlandish one that we've heard though.
Yeah, but now that I think about it, that is
Nick,
plausible.
Nick would have Nick would have had to have been 15.
Yeah.
To have me, because he's 30 right now.
So maybe he was a troublemaker.
Oh, he was a troublemaker.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm not gonna raise this kid, and he raised you all by himself.
I don't think that.
And now I'm the new mummy.
I don't think that ever happens.
So, back to the timeline. When you were in your house when you were younger, I started babysitting for you when you were 5 years old.
Yes.
You were in kindergarten. I was in college, and you were a little kindergartner.
And one day you brought Nick, and you were like, I'm dating this guy, and I immediately like.
He's so cool.
He was so cool. I remember he was leaning up against the door. He was so like crossed his arms and he like crossed his leg over.
What a pose.
I still do that to this day because I started imitating him after that because I thought he was so cool.
Then Nick and I got engaged, got married.
And then you moved out
Yes, because I was living in your guys' basement for the last year.
Yes.
While we were dating and stuff.
You moved out to California for how many years?
Married. 3.
3 years. And then one day, you video called my parents with Nick, and then I had no clue, but you like broke the news to me that you were coming back. I was so excited.
Yeah. So we moved back. You and your family were in apartments at that time, and we moved into the same apartment building. So we were neighbors.
We were neighbors
for 2 years.
2 years, I think. Then you moved out. I came over here, stayed weekends sometimes, and then the opportunity arose last summer for me to stay here. And then once our house was built, we've been building a house while we were in the apartments. I had the option to go live in that house, but since I was already moved in here, I asked if I could just stay here. It was a yes, but there was some maneuvering. Like that sounds like manipulative, but like there was
logistics. We had to
figure out logistics. I had to come back from boarding school and register to a new school. That was this semester, so beginning of January. And then the opportunity arose for you guys to become my legal guardians. So papers were signed, so now you guys own me.
Oh gosh. So that's a jump scare.
Yes. In
the sense of, like, why would you want random older people that you like hanging out with signed to be your legal guardians?
It was just more stable. It was more stable here at, like, this home was more stable than my previous one.
Yeah. There was some turmoil.
It wasn't like violent or anything, and I love both my parents.
Yeah,
Disclaimer. I love both my parents. If both of you are watching this, I love you guys. I have no grudge. No grudges. I'm cool with everything.
Yeah.
There was just some details that needed to be worked out between my parents, so now I had the opportunity to come here so that I could be separate from any process that might, like, be difficult for me.
Yeah. I think there was a lot of transitioning between moving from a house into the apartments.
Yes.
So downsizing your family of 4 into a smaller confined space.
What's strange is the apartments were like a strange part of my life.
Yeah.
It's kind of where a whole bunch of stressors came about for my family and myself.
Yeah.
So that time of my life was kind of difficult.
Well, you guys couldn't even like spread out. You couldn't even like go and vent or like.
I think a mistake we made is when we moved to the apartments, we thought we were only going to be there for a year.
Yeah.
So we didn't really downsize. We kind of just packed everything in, thinking it was only going to be a year. 5 years later, we moved out, and at that point, we didn't even have another option to like live somewhere. So they ended up living with my grandparents.
So there was a phase of potential homelessness where like the apartment lease was up, but the house wasn't done. So throughout all that, Nick and I kind of became like your escape location.
Yes.
Like when things would get tense or crazy or, you know, like.
You guys were my escape location and you guys were my living location when we had to move out of the apartment.
Right. So that whole summer you were with us. And then at that point, by the time you would come home for home leaves, it was like your stuff was here. Yep. This felt like home. Yeah. So that's when talking, you know, with your parents about, okay, so living situation, you've got most of your stuff here, but some stuff with them. Where's the like more stable place for you to have all of your stuff and for you to like go to school? So looking at all the factors, we all as a unit agreed like you might as well just stay here with us. Yeah. You like it, we like it, most of your stuff's here. In order for that to happen, like, we had to figure out the logistics. So that's where, like, the guardianship paperwork came in, because if something were to happen to you at the house and we can't, like, talk to your doctor if you hurt yourself. Yeah. So if you're interested, if you're looking into, like, stuff like that, find a lawyer, ask questions. Yeah. What kind of paperwork is best, right, to get it done? So that's what we did in January.
Ask them what the best thing to do in your specific situation would be, because our situation was very unique. If you are looking into a situation like mine, talk to someone who is either a lawyer or knows about this type of thing, and ask them like what's the best thing to do for your specific situation.
And some lawyers even give you like a free 15-minute consultation, so you literally can call and ask your question for free. Yep. Again, if you're staying with somebody that's not your parent or family for 6 months or longer, you can immediately kind of like fall into the category of, okay, they're taking care of you. So that's kind of in our case too, is it was like, you had already spent the summer with us. Yeah. So long story short, we are his acting parentals in the sense that we're the adults in your life day in, day out. We talk to school, doctors, whatever. So you're basically our son. You're a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah.
However, you still have a relationship with both your parents.
Yes.
It's not like as frequent as obviously you see us more.
Yeah.
But yeah. Next question. What are some current trends that people over 30 might breeze past?
Don't wear ankle socks.
In general? Like,
in general, don't do it. Unless the only time I would wear, I
even on girls? You want to see?
I'm talking about men. I don't know about women's fashion.
Okay.
I'm not very learned.
Okay, learned.
In women's fashion. But for guys, don't wear ankle socks.
Don't wear ankle socks. What about no-show socks?
That's even worse.
Just see the ankle.
I don't need to be seeing your ankle.
Okay, so no-show socks, no ankle socks.
Yeah,
I
feel like this is definitely a me opinion, but most people my age and in my generation will not wear ankle socks.
Interesting. What about Converse?
Most guys don't wear Converse.
Okay.
Girls wear Converse, but they're usually the platform.
And these are in,
yes,
believe,
those are very in.
I wanted these for
Christmas. The ladies
Christmas.
love those. Guys wear those too.
Seriously?
I would never do it.
This is not sponsored by UGG, but we're open to it.
Yeah, sure.
Uggs. Drop in the comments.
Yes.
Next question. What do you want to do in the future, job-wise?
Photography. I'm into photography.
Okay.
But mainly automotive. Like, I don't like weddings.
Yeah,
I don't
we're still testing out the other genres of photography.
I don't like photographing people as much as I like photographing inanimate objects. When they know you're taking a picture of them, they act weird. And then it ruins the vibe.
Rude.
Especially when you're videoing. Like, if they see a camera...
Except for us, of course.
You change too. Nick does too.
We're being totally normal
I do
right
too.
Now. Pretend.
Are we? So I like photography. I kind of like videography, but I'm not really into that yet because that's like really advanced.
Yeah.
And I like flying. I want to be a commercial airline pilot.
Very exciting. He's already done a test flight and loved it.
It's very fun. If any of you are interested in flying, just book like a discovery flight. That's what it's called for me. Yeah. And they'll take you up for like 30 minutes. They'll let you fly the plane.
Yeah, he got to fly it for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I got to fly for like 20 minutes. It was super fun. It was great. People like think that flying, you're gone from home all the time. You're not allowed to fly more than 1,000 hours per year as a commercial airline pilot.
Which is how many months?
That equates to half of what a normal salary person will work. Normal salary jobs, you usually work around 2,000 hours a year.
Got it.
So you're working half the time, and starting salary at like a regional airline can be from like 65,000 to like 75,000. So and it only costs like 30,000 to get your pilot's license. Yeah. Like your commercial airline pilot's license. It takes time. Like once you get that license, you have to have a certain amount of hours.
I think it was a year and a half total that it would take
before you actually get like hired. But
and you can do it at what age?
18.
You can start at 18.
You can
school.
Actually, you can start school like anytime. Like they're like children that know how to fly planes.
That are paying $30,000.
No, like correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can get your private pilot's license when you're pretty young, like under 16.
Okay.
Maybe not like at like age 8.
Yeah.
But like there are 8-year-olds that know how to fly, guarantee it.
For instance, you could forego the standard college, start flight school at 18.
Yeah, what's appealing is you're working less, you're getting paid more than most people, and it costs less to get into. And as soon as you have your thing, like your license, you can just hop right in to the job.
Quicker return on investment.
Yes, and it's like 1 year in college, 1 semester.
Yeah, it's insane. Depending on where you go.
Depending on where you go.
So he's ambitious. We love it. Okay, what are your interests?
I said cars already.
Cars.
I said photography already. Computers, gaming.
Okay, let's dive into that a little bit more. What kind of gaming? Say the word for those watching.
I hate saying this because there's like a stereotype with kids that play.
Don't tell Nick. He loves telling people he plays.
I know. I'm not sure if it's just a me thing, but like I don't like telling people that I like to play Fortnite.
It's Fortnite.
It's Fortnite. A lot of people play it, but like I do not announce that to the world. Like I don't want people to know that like, oh, that's a Fortnite
So
kid.
for parents watching, apparently there's like a culture of Fortniters that are super weird.
Oh, totally.
And all they do
100%.
is like talk about Fortnite all day long.
Yes, I don't want to be that kid that makes like one
Is there
thing.
like a Fortnite table at lunch and they all like
Yes.
talk about the weapons and the skins?
Yes, it's so annoying.
But wouldn't you have a great time talking to them about it?
No.
Really?
I mean, I like maybe for like 5 minutes, but then
yeah.
But
if they're all talking about like the latest season that came out.
Yeah, but then the subject's worn. Like it's dead. But that's like all they talk about.
Yeah, it's like their life. You like more than that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, sports, basketball, and tennis are my two main.
Okay. Woodworking.
Woodworking, I'm pretty good at it.
He has a woodworking class at school and made some killer cutting boards.
Yeah, if anyone wants to buy one, just hit me up.
So that you can make another one, right? Because you're not selling off the ones that you made me. Those are not for sale.
I made one for
There
you.
are two sitting in that kitchen, and neither one are for sale.
Is this going to be a thing where everything I make...
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, well...
Absolutely. You make it, you bring it home. It's for me. You make it and stick it in the back of your car,
am I going to leave
garage.
it in my car so that you don't see it?
Don't show it to me.
Don't show it to you. But
yeah,
like
squirrel it away somewhere.
But then you don't, like, tell me that it's cool.
Yeah, but when I see it and it's cool, Mama's going to keep that shit. All right, if you had superpowers, what would they be? End it on a super note.
That was cringy.
See what I did there?
Every time I say this, people like think it's like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, so pick one that's legit.
Infinite knowledge.
I agree. That's not a real superpower.
Okay, so then I'm gonna be super basic and say, just Superman.
Oh, okay.
Flight, super strength, laser eyes.
Bulletproof.
But
kryptonite can kill you.
I'm fine. I mean, who has kryptonite?
I just want to fly like a bird. Specifically, like a bird.
You want to flap your arms around.
I would, in fact, like to have some wings.
So every time you want to take off,
basically, I want to be an
angel. You stick your arms out, and you're like, yippity dippity doo.
Yeah, I want to be like...
Fly away. Like a chicken.
Not me.
Like you want to fly like a chicken.
Why am I actually about to like pretend?
All right, chicken woman. All right. I just want to stick my hand in the air and be like.
I want to be able. Okay, maybe not.
Okay,
so if I have to remove the wings, I'll like just levitate up. Like that's what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? I want to be able to fly horizontal.
Like this is you. You're standing and you're being like.
Yeah.
That's literally Superman.
Or if I did have the wings, it'd be like.
Oh, Omni-Man. Omni-Man. I would totally be Omni-Man. Omni-Man's tough.
Okay, and that is from another TV show. Do not watch.
Invincible. No, it's Ashley. No, you just ruined it. It's so good. You do realize that people like anime, right? And that's like 5 steps worse than this.
And this is also where we have another generational gap.
Nick likes it, and Nick's in your generation.
No, he is not. I'm giving him back to you, okay? That man is a 16-year-old boy through and through. You don't actually become, like, adults until you're 50. Mentally, you, like, have peak humanity.
Maybe this is why a whole bunch of women are miserable.
We have to wait a long time.
Because you can't have fun.
We have to wait a long time.
You can't have fun watching a show.
Well, thank you for watching our first episode of This Is Fine.
Feel free to submit more questions.
Please.
And they don't have to be like icebreakers. You can make it like deeper.
Yeah. Like we're a fairly open book.
Yeah.
So we don't mind talking about all the cool stuff going on.
I guess. Yeah.
Or controversial stuff.
Controversial stuff. That's going to be good.
Yeah.
Ashley and I arguing is funny.
Is it though?
Yes, it is for me.
Yeah, you tell us if you enjoyed this. Pop in the comments, let us know, and we'll work on...
Submit more questions.
Yeah, in episode 2.
Yeah, if you guys like it, we'll keep doing it.
Oh, gosh.
You sore?
Stiff. Yes. Hashtag 30.
You didn't even work out this week.